Bruh. Bruh. He's been dabbling in the scrollness. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Secret Invasion Season 1, Episode 2. I'm so excited about this episode. The first episode is probably one of my favorite premieres since the Marvel shows have debuted. WandaVision, Loki, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk is probably in my top 3 in terms of season premieres for these Marvel shows. Loved it. Super action filled. We got a lot. There wasn't no long drawn out, okay, let's build the plot, let's do this. No, they said we're gonna start this story now. We got Samuel L. Jackson, he's old. We got Talos, he's old. They kind of lost it, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Samuel L. Nick Fury. Maybe he's not lost it. Maybe he's kind of just filling out the waters and seeing where things are in terms of these scrolls because he doesn't know who he can trust. Then you have Maria Hill, RIP to a real one. Then you have the whole Talos and Gaia storyline with him and his daughter. Then you have the Skrulls are trying to take over Earth, and they're trying to get the Russians and the Americans to start a nuclear war so they can make the Earth a wasteland. Which, like, this is like, minus like the alien stuff, like this isn't that hard to believe. Like, you don't really have to like start much between the United States and Russia for them to start beefing with each other. So that's kind of like the funny part. I've been thinking since the premiere last week, what part of the timeline are we in? Because I know when the director said that this is the most present day in terms of the timeline, but like the Marvels movie is coming out later this year in November, and we see Nick Fury. He's in space. So is this in if Nick Fury is in space after the events of this show, then we can safe to assume that he's gonna live. Because I was kind of speculating, like, is he gonna die and Monica's gonna take over the reins of Alien and protecting Earth and the scrolls and things. Again, I'm not a big on Marvel lore, so I don't know how their stories kind of play out. But like, this is just me as a casual MCU viewer. Where is the story heading? So is if that's the case, then we know Nick Fury survives this show, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's a Skrull and everybody's just Skrulls. But if it's not the case and the Marvel's movie takes place prior to this, then it's up in the air whether Nick Fury lives or dies at the end of the show. So I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see how this Gravik, I think his name is Gravik. Okay, I was calling him Gravitas last episode. I didn't really know what his name was. I couldn't hear it that well. But now I know it's Gravik. It's Gravik. So we're going to see what more chaos this guy ensues, and we're going to see. So I'm just going to get right into it. So here we go, you guys. Let's go.
Official shield activity. Sorry. And a handful of us.
Oh, R.I.P. Sorry.
They won't be safe here. They need belong home.
Captain Marvel was a good movie. I don't understand the hate, yo. I guess because people don't like Brie Larson, the actress, but like that's a good movie. Like that's a good MCU movie, especially compared to kind of the recent ones that's been coming out, like Ant-Man and Guardians.
I'd like you to meet someone. This is Gravik.
Gravik.
So we in the past. I didn't even realize it was his hair.
His parents were killed in the last stand against the Kree.
So he's an orphan. Oh, poor baby. He's an orphan.
Gravik. Sorry to hear about your parents.
They died a brilliant death.
It's very dangerous.
I'm not afraid.
He'd been down for the cause since he was little, but I guess he's not really little in human years. I watched New Rock Stars, and I know that little forehead thing is them showing like respect.
Height.
So this is right after the events of Captain Marvel, I'm assuming.
The world is facing a serious threat, and I could use your help. It would mean new face and keeping it. While you work to keep my home safe, Carol Danvers and I will find you a new one. Thank you.
Gravik is not about it, yo. So maybe this is where Gravik kind of starts formulating his ideas on how he wants to have things run, or how he wants to have things be
Your
run.
word, I'll keep mine.
Gravik is not about it, yo. He said, I disagree. Oh, okay, so we just starting right off the bat from last episode. Queen, Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains. Maria. She does feel some kind of way, but she still participated in all of this.
I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm an American.
And so this is them trying to make the Russians think it's America. Oh, don't you put your hands on Nick Fury like that. I'm an American. No, you're not, sir. Yes, Talos is on it, yo. He figured it out. So I didn't realize, because I wasn't even paying attention the first episode to the opening credits, that it was AI, and it's a big kind of controversy because I was talking while these credits are going on. But Disney said we gotta save a buck, so I mean it looks nice, but I'm sure a human could have done it. But why have a human do it when a machine could do it? And why are people looking down on Disney for using AI when literally like every industry in the world uses AI? I mean, if you're gonna go after Disney, go after literally everyone. Go after fast food and Walmart. I mean, I go into Walmart and I can't even I have to check out things myself now. It's not even like people anymore. Okay, that's the end of my rant. I'm getting off my soapbox. Okay. She dead serious when she said that too.
Me and my mama used to take these long, same rides to Detroit. In that Alabama, we always had to ride in the car. It was hot, sweaty. Bathroom didn't work out. And we couldn't go and that. So we brought fried chicken, like bread, double egg, pound cake, and soup.
That's a good eating right there.
Tell me something I don't know. That was one of the favorites. Tell me something I don't know about you, Susan. Usually have a standing game of doctor. He's been playing behind old man Jackson Bond.
We playing doctor.
Even though I lied through my teeth. The mere fact that I did that told her everything she needed to know about me and Susan.
So instead of lying, just tell the truth. Because a lie is revealing the truth in a way.
Tell me something I don't know about the destruction of the Skrulls. The million of us who were left. Who fled. Tell me something I don't know about the Skrulls that fled. They're here. Who's here? All of us. There's a million Skrulls walking amongst us right now. Have you lost your reptilian ass? You lied to me. I had two choices. I could let my people be annihilated or summon them here to Earth. What would you have done? Oh, right, but you find using us as your spies and your errand boys, as long as it's on your terms. The host gets to set the terms of the business. You were gone, and I didn't think you were coming back. I really didn't. And oh, it's too heavy here now. I gotta go up to my space station. You've been up there for years. You knew how to get in touch with me, Talos, and you didn't. You didn't want me to know.
Ooh wee.
Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth. Humans can't coexist with each other, Talos.
Bruh.
Long enough to know that.
Bruh.
We've been at war with each other since we could walk upright. There's not enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
Oh, Samuel Jackson's such a good actor, yo. He was just telling you he had to sit in the back of the bus. So this is about to be real. Like, he's like, yo, humans don't even like other humans that have different color skin. Like, I'm black and I have to live a certain way. What do you think they're gonna do to you? Ooh, this is deep, y'all. This is deep. We sure enough don't get along with each other. Even same color people don't get along with each other. That's why there's always wars in Europe. There's wars in Africa. There's wars in Asia. There's wars in South America. We don't get along with each other, let alone you. This show's so good, yo. Oh my gosh. This is good. Maria Hill, is this her funeral? Is that her mom?
She died in Moscow. We were there trying to stop the attack. Someone wanted to hurt me, so they hurt her.
So, you're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home in a box.
Ugh.
You're Nick Fury. Maria believed in you. She was... I don't know what Maria died for out there, but whatever it was, don't let it be for nothing.
Russia. The UK Prime Minister was quick to denounce the attack, while the NATO Secretary General says NATO is acting swiftly to gather intel on the bomb.
I bet NATO is.
How did you know Fury was leaving?
I didn't. You don't punish a man by giving him what he wants. Just get me to the council meeting.
One thing Gravik gonna do is he gonna have his hands in his pockets, yo. You ain't gonna catch him slipping.
Members of the council.
He got cauliflower ears, so girl.
The curious oversight.
Are all these people scrolls?
We are all happy to have you with us. Please, sit.
Are all these people scrolls? And these are all the leaders of the free world?
I see you. All dressed up in the man's game, using the man's book and like.
They comfortable.
As a human, then is
They're comfortable.
I quite like dogs. In fact, I prefer. Dogs aren't hypocrites. They don't lie.
Me too, to be honest.
You murdered over 2,000 innocent humans.
Jeez.
All gives me the right.
Council. Is this the council that Talos was on?
I think it's a war.
Gravik is like, by any means necessary. He on his Malcolm X-ish.
And what happens if the Avengers return? You don't think I thought about that?
We need to streamline our chain of command. We need a single commander whose war power is total and unchecked. My God. Therefore, I nominate Gravik to the post of Skrull General.
And she's a UK Prime Minister, right?
Lies a million troops and there's never
All those in favor of Gravik as new general.
So the scrolls like low key, not even low key, like high key, like run the world.
I do not support your coup. I will not support your war. And I do not submit.
Yo, they run the world. So that makes me think, is the president of the United States a scroll? I'm assuming he's not a scroll. That's why they didn't mention him or anything. So the scrolls are like divided kind of. They're divided on on like how they want to live in the United, or not United States, how they want to live in the world. Some of them want to live in human form and just be happy with that, and some don't. So that's a council that Talos got kicked off of. So Talos, yeah, I'd be mad too if I was Nick Fury. Talos been keeping secrets, especially if he knew that these people, these NATO and the UK Prime Minister, especially if he knew that they were Skrulls and didn't say anything. I'd be pissed too.
Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
Was that the Indian lady at the council? I can't tell. What is that? What is that? Don Cheetah. Don Cheetah.
Respectfully, Prime Minister, I can't take the authenticity of Russian supply photos at face value. The Machiavelli decided to give me more time than I put on the suit and carpet bomb.
Why are you here? For the seriousness with which
Is she a scroll? All right, Don Cheetah spoken.
Nice suit, Armani.
Rioni.
Pretty expensive for it. We need to meet ASAP.
Great. Tell you what, let me just finish mopping up this roadside bucket of steaming hot caca you tipped over yesterday morning and we can get a drink. That sound good?
You sound frustrated. What's the matter? Croatia talking crap?
Slovakia.
Well, carpet bomb their ass.
Was that really Nick Fury talking to him or no? I'm gonna assume no.
I'm this close to handing the ass over to the Russians.
You getting your rank here, coming? The Russians really trying to pin this on me? How well do you know your security detail?
I know they're catching bullets first if I get shot at.
If I told you they were all spies.
Hydra?
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys, shapeshifters, and get that.
Scrolls.
So how long have you known them?
About 15 years ago, I was part of an eyes on the top secret organization. It's about a shape-shifting alien species that sent a few of its light ships crashing down to Earth.
That invasion is real. It's happening.
Secret invasion.
And here's the crazy part. We're being invaded and we can't even tell who the invaders are. Moscow is just the beginning. So this is my war, Brody. I need you to back me on this.
Can't do it.
Ain't no can't in our business. There's only what you can do and what you will not do.
You're right. I should have said, I'm not doing it. I just spent all the political capital I had.
I remember when your job was protecting the planet.
We protect the planet by protecting our seat at the table. Oh, so I owe you now? Is that it?
We owe each other. Men who look like us don't get promoted because of our dads, no. Every ounce of power we wrestle in the vice grip of the mediocre. Let's make the power mean something. Help it come out.
Scroll.
Rose will let you know when he's ready to go.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I had travel plans.
Right?
Have you even listened to a word that I said?
Yeah, I have. He is a million times more dangerous than Hydra, but they can only be vanquished by you, alone. And you want me to make the power mean something by helping a brother out. Reason we wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do. Sit across from a man we greatly admire, with whom we share an entire professional, personal, ancestral history with, and to tell him without any reservation that he's fired.
This is a joke. I would laugh too. I would laugh too, Nick. I'm like, you gotta be joking with me.
Is it you to fire me?
Nobody's saying. I volunteered. You earned all this, Smith. Brother.
This ain't Rhodey, yo. This is not Iron Man's wingman. This is not Tony Stark's wingman. This is not, no.
I'm Nick Fury. Even when I'm out, I'm here.
Period. Period. Y'all, this is so good. Oh my God. Nah, Rhodey tripping. But I don't believe that's Rhodey. That ain't Rhodey. Rhodey does not act like that. That man has honor, so no. And if it is Rhodey, that's a 180 like character flip. She looked like Barney. Wasn't she with the little purple jacket and the green? Oh. What is happening? Y'all, this is intense. Oh, this is so good. Oh, she gonna cut his fingers off. Oh my God.
Well, now that's confirmed.
Oh, he's a Skrull. Groot. Species. Flora Colossus.
He's loyal.
DNA.
To buy a chemical intelligence. The smart ones start talking early on that. You the smart one?
What does she want him to say? Or what does she want him to confess? I mean, that's just gonna kill him, right? Oh.
Tell me the location of Gravik's compound.
Please swear. I don't know, please. Graphic keeps everything secret.
And what secrets doesn't he keep?
Building a machine.
What kind of machine?
I think it's to make us stronger.
Building a machine to make them stronger. How would the machine make them stronger?
Who's leading the science?
Some married couple.
What's their name?
Dalton. His name's Dalton.
Dalton.
What's that?
Oh, they're going to rescue him, I guess.
Sounds like your lift is here.
Is she a Skrull? This lady, I forgot her name. Well, he's still alive. As long as he is in his human form, he's still alive.
What'd you tell him? No, it's lies. Nothing.
Well, that's one down. So is he using that other lady to like extract information out of Skrulls? Like she's like a double agent, like she's a Skrull, but she's just working on the other side because he's playing all sides. And that's a sign to Gaia as well. Like, don't turn on him. He gonna kill you. Or try to. Is Fury dabbling in the Skrull? Is he, you know...
How'd you forget?
Bruh. He's been dabbling in the Skrullness. Never leave her. Try a little tenderness. Y'all, this show is so good. There's so much in every episode. I mean, from just the conversations about race, the conversations about being a spy, and kind of like how that kind of can intermingle with how you're treated, and how that can kind of co-mingle with how you're treated as a minority person or whatever. Gravik is not playing. I'm thinking he's playing both sides. So he has this lady that kidnaps these Skrulls and it extracts information out of them. And if they're successful, if she's successful from extracting information from these Skrulls, then Gravik knows, oh, hey, like, this person, he's gonna snitch, you know, he's not really, really loyal, so we gotta get rid of him. I think that's what the game he's playing. But, like, I want to talk about Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson's performance in this episode. The show is so good. Like, I'm loving this show. Like, this is, like, got me interested. Just even from the very beginning with, and I'm sorry, my light went out, so, like, it's kind of dark in here. Oops. But from the very beginning, when Talos is as that Russian woman, and they're like, oh, you're looking for a black American in Moscow? Ugh. You're better off fighting aliens. That's like a little, you know, joke, double entendre, whatever. But then that conversation that Nick has with him, me talking about, like, you know, having to be in the back of the bus, or like having to travel separately due to how he looks like. And I think he was trying to get that point across to Talos, like, you know, this shouldn't still be happening. I mean, again, that's why I said there's kind of commingling between, like, spy and being, like, black. Like, he's a spy, therefore he has to be kind of in the back, and he can't really be seen. But it kind of brought him back to that moment when he was young, where he had to travel separately due to the fact that he looked different. So it's kind of like a parallel in a sense. And then I love that. I love him telling Talos, like, yo, like, y'all want to live in this earth looking like that, and like we don't even like each other that look differently than each other humans, so how do you think we're gonna, you know, react to you guys? Like, how, like, what do you think? But then it's kind of like he's kind of being hypocritical, Fury, because, like, you're literally married to a Skrull, and, like, I believe he knows that she's a Skrull. Like, you know, she must, like, always appear as human when she's with him, because we saw her cooking, she was as a Skrull, but when he came in, she looked like a human. So I guess they might have sort of agreement, like, hey, you gotta look like this when you're around me, because, like, this is, it's so good. And then the conversation with Rhodey, where he's like, help a brother out, like, you know, like, and, like, for all of my followers, or, like, or people who are watching this, whatever, like, it's kind of like an unwritten rule thing. There's, like, this unwritten rule in, like, being black, where it's like, you know, you, like, help him out, I help you out, and I see you, like, I see what you're doing, I'm gonna help you out. And so when Fury says that, he's like, yo, help a brother out, and he's like, I'm not gonna do this, and I'm not, the way Rhodey was speaking, that's completely outside of Rhodey's character. That leads me to believe that that's not Rhodey, that's a Skrull. And how long has Rhodey been a Skrull? We don't know. And was he? We saw him we saw him in the first episode talking to the president. Is he a Skrull that's pretending to be Rhodey, infiltrating the White House to kind of influence the president? Because I'm assuming the United States president isn't a Skrull yet, but he has people around him that's Skrulls, so he's trying to influence the president of the United States, because they need the president of the United States to be on board with their plan. So that makes me think that he's not on board with their plan. So that makes me think, again, that Fury is going to have to find a way to get to the president to warn him about what's going on. Y'all, this is so good. I love this. I love this. This is so good. So those are kind of my theories. Let me guys know what your theories are, like, what's going on. What did you think about sort of like the undertones of how they were talking about race? I mean, it wasn't really undertone, like he was direct toning. So let me know what you guys think, and how did you like this episode? What do you think of the show so far? I really want to know you guys' thoughts. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.